Well, hello everybody. How's it going today? We're looking at a new year. Thank heavens. Actually, I kind of like last year. Last year was good for me. This game wasn't... Well, it was alright. I mean, I really wanted the next Dragon Age to happen, and I'm happy it happened so I can continue the storyline, but, I'm hoping it gets better. I'm kind of disappointed. No, I have to admit, actually, the action and play of the game is pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. The game's got some good stuff. But let's get to it. Alright, we are looking at starting the Shade of the Blight. So we're in Docktown. Voice is not good today. And there's not really much else we could really do that I have to figure out offline what's going on, because I can't find all of it. So let's get to taking care of this blight issue.
Get the new supplies, will ya?
Hello.
Ah, just say hello. All right, that's nice.
See
Can I do
anything you
anything here?
like?
Nope. I don't think I have any valuables. Nope. I'd really like to have gotten these, Oh, you don't have... Where are they? Well, just one. That's not going to be enough anyways.
See you again.
Upgrade the lighthouse. Market at the lighthouse. Where are we going?
So, hiring the demon of...
I don't remember you. Oh.
Please, go on. So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking inventory. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Alright, where are we actually going? Because got the arrow all the way down that. Well, let's skip the walking part.
Minrathos has gone to the dock. Monas tell dance actor
I can skip some of the walking anyways. Building a robot. Number one.
and now a dragon.
Building. Alright, what do we got here?
I heard something I could do.
What could you do anyway? You're not a builder.
Why is she here with Morgan? She's supposed to be with us.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathis? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlethan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Trevelyan, the man who led us all.
Yep. Yeah. Doesn't look anything like the guy I played in Inquisition. Nothing. Yeah, why are you here?
You're here to help? Or are you taking over?
I'm not taking over. Solus fooled the Inquisition. He fooled me. Your team stopped him. And your team is dealing with the gods that escaped.
So you've heard about them?
Morgan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team. And you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elgar'nan and Gillenheim.
I don't know if we can. You can count on me. This is on you. How is this on... What a dumb... This is on you. Ooh. Stupid. Stupid. You can count on me.
I won't let you
Why
down.
not?
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to turn the Inquisition over to Chantry control. But I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them, and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
Yeah, how are you here?
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
Why didn't she open them for us at the beginning of the game? Why didn't you make my person do it? You could have just shown us and unlocked them and showed us how to use them. Morgan, you are annoying.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the South?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valrayo and Halam Sharal are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vail keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I talked to the Divine and your mother's safe with the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might just be an arm of the Chantry now, but we've still done our part to get people to fight this threat together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I need your connections, I need your spies, I need an army! Actually, let's go with I need your... Connections brought usually weapons, and Lord knows our weapons are okay. Let's go with spies, I need help with info.
What I really need right now is information. If you have anyone who can help.
I'm sorry. The only reliable sources of information I have up here are Morrigan, Dorian, and Harding.
All of whom are already helping us. I understand.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic and it's tied to the Veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade, but anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solus rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
I considered Solus a friend. I had hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now, but still, if this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help you, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Well,
We should
that
take a
was
break. Go back
pointless.
to the lighthouse for a bit.
Just basically gave us a bunch of stuff about the Inquisition, Dragon Age Inquisition. Renamed some towns, which would be okay, but it's
How?
You
it's
getting
late in the
into
game,
trouble?
and 10 years later,
Always.
come on, man.
You
What do you
there,
got?
you're
Anything
not
good?
from
Anything
Minrathis,
usable?
Bring home something to remember us by.
Why would I want to remember Minrathis? At least that's decor.
You've got an artist.
Oh, crystals. All right. Well, jumping around here resulted in something. One of these days, I will talk like a normal person. Ah, who am I kidding? Ain't gonna happen. Okay, let's look at the map real quick, see if anything else is opened up. I don't know where that is. I've clearly been here. I've unlocked it. Oh. I don't know where this is. There's a battle fought here. Locked gates. What else is up here? What else?
Ready when you are.
Wow. Alright, well that's not really good. Well, that's wrong color for the shield. He's really trying to parry that, and it didn't work because wrong color. Okay, so somewhere in here could be access. Shows that this is a real door. It shows like it goes through. Makes a noise when I walk up to it. Not gonna take me anywhere. Alright. Look like it would connect me around exactly where I want to go. For some reason, it's
So,
locked
you're
up
not
tight.
sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks
Yeah.
a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
Okay. Can't grab it. Oh, wait, what if I go up there? Come on. Don't go over, go up. Thank you. This do me any good? Does not seem to do me any good. Maybe it does. One over there. Okay, let's see if we can't find this one. Whoops. There we can see it. Alright, and then there's one right there. Hey, we got the 100. Well, that only took like 3 recordings. Sheesh. Alright, so did anything else open up? Oh damn, I can't get in there. What floor do you take me to? Oh, you just opened this stupid door. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we need to part with in here, I don't think. And we've been here. Alright, where you go? I don't remember. Alright, looks like we did all this. Let's go back to the lighthouse and see what they got for us. The lighthouse, traveling.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except us, seems like. Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
Archdemon, that could be interesting. Let's see if it's one of our 2 gods.
The other archdemons are dead. Only Razikael and Lusicon live. So which one is it?
No one has a good look yet. Makes it hard to tell. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Alright, well, they made their next move. Let's go see... Oh, wait. Is this just what we just read? Yeah, this is just what we did. Yeah. Inquisitioner. Me from a decade ago. Well, not really. Oh, wait, let's look and see if the we're supposed to talk to anyone here. Yes, Harding. Alright, we'll go talk to Harding and then we'll see if we can get Solus. And I'm still 450 whatever they are away. Gosh darn it. And nothing can be upgraded. I think everything has enhancements on it. Oh, you do not. Physical resistance is probably going to be my best bet, or defense. Since I don't know if it's Cold Dragon or Fire Dragon, that doesn't do me much good. So let's go with just physical resistance. Ta-da! Help me with the defense. Harding is up. Not this way. Not that way. The wrong way. I did. There's solid green grass. Oh wait, do I have another one of these? I have not earned another one of those yet, however you earn them. They just show up. Harding seems to be happy. There's a lot of green here. Ooh, more green. I don't remember this patch. It moves when you walk on it. Alright. What do you got, Harding?
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaperate didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta, or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Screw them. Yeah, I like that.
Who cares what they say? That shouldn't stop you.
I don't have a choice. At least I know I'm not gonna find answers in Orzammar.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Huh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closest to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
Alright, that sounds like a good idea. What if Orzammar? Here we go. I got it, Orzammar. What if they're lying?
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
They had to. Lose a Tig or lose everyone.
Children, families. It's unforgivable.
Sometimes people have to do unforgivable things.
You've heard, haven't you, that the Kalsharak dwarves were forced to change in order to survive. No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Ooh, it would be cool if we could get a golem. She could have golem power, be able to craft a golem at will. Oh, that would be so cool. That would make her a paragon. Could be useful. Alright, let's see if that added a quest. Do I line up? That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. No. Just redo the map. Redo the map. Okay, so... Good, no one else to talk to. Ah. So I could talk to Solus or go to the Kalsharak. Let's do this. Where do we gotta go? Regrets of the oh, wait a minute. Let's... We should do that. Regrets of the Dead Wolf. Can we do that now? We can do that now. Oh. We'll do her quest in a bit. Did I go the right way? No. Oh, what is this? View regret.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win. and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
It was a bit of a letdown. What did that get us? I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll go with a bit of a letdown.
Given what we've seen them do, I was expecting someone to do something epic.
Right? It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic. No setting fire to the sun. It was just talking. Politics. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
No wonder he was angry. I can see No, I don't see the reason. They both suck. They all suck. They're all about their own individual. I'm better than you, and then nothing else matters.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Alright, so it could be a real memory, it could be a fake memory. Lord knows what it is. Alright, what do we got going on here? Regrets of the dead wolf. Alright, so where does that take me? I don't know where I need to go next. Well, let's follow the marker and see what it tells us. Maybe we found all of them. You regret.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must.
The Blight is our mistake.
Ooh.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Yes, obviously.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other god using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
Tell us the story.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Solus felt guilty, he was smug, he was worried. Let's go with guilty.
Okay, Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
What do you mean by killed? Yeah, I'm really curious about that. She was talking to him, but she was dead?
Okay, sorry.
We're talking about a ghost?
If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
He blames himself. The one good god got killed. That explains nothing. He blames himself. So what did he do? Did he make the Blight? Did he free the Blight? He's responsible for something.
Solus tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the Blight, but he got her killed.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Really, he's just twisted because he didn't get to say something. Sorry. Bushwhacked you in the forest. Anything?
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power?
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
I understand his soulless fear. Yeah, we'll go with that, because it's definitely that many enemies, that powerful, and you're just one person. It's the Hail Mary.
Davrin and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his world, his people, I understand why Solus would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been a better way. That's all.
So does he. This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just, the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Well, let's go with, believe there's a Maker, don't know what it is, or anything about it. Don't let this shake you. That's not our problem. Lessons are what matter. I'm sorry this hurts. I believe this hurts me too. Okay, so we can take out the hurt ones. I don't care about them. They'll believe in the Maker. So I'm just gonna go with don't let this shake you. Yeah.
The Maker was never my faith, Lace, but I don't think you have to give it up.
But what they taught us was just wrong. What if the Maker just doesn't exist?
The Chant of Light might be wrong, but it's been made and changed by people over 1,000 years.
There was a whole verse about an elf named Shartan, and the Chantry just cut it out.
So maybe the Golden City was meant as a metaphor. Or maybe it was added because of politics. That might change the history, but it doesn't have to change your whole faith.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah. Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
Alright. We'll continue down the story path, the storylines of stories that we're getting about Solus's lore. Dreadwolf. Here we go again! Story time!
You have so
Twilight.
long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What? This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
Yeah, this is interesting. So if a spirit can turn into a physical form with lyrium, can't they all do it? I mean, any one of them?
This puts all of elven history in a new light, not to mention what we think about spirits.
I mean, some magic works differently for elves. If we came from spirits, that'd explain it.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
No, we are not. I don't want to cause no harm. Nobody would buy it. People have bigger worries. I don't think anyone would buy it. I think that's what would happen. No one would. They wouldn't care. They would just like, yeah, right. And then the super bigoted, yeah, they'd probably just go, hey, they're awful. Kill them all.
The entire idea is preposterous. Who would even believe us?
It does seem outlandish when taken out of context, I admit.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
They hurt the Titans. They're idiots. This started the war. I think it would have been more like it might have started the Blight. You know, lyrium's connected to the Blight and all that good stuff. Red lyrium is massively bad. At least that's what what we learned in Inquisition. I want to go those idiots.
They were so happy about gaining the lyrium's power that they didn't notice it came from the Titans.
Or didn't care.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Those power-hungry bastards.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did.
Or he did.
He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mithal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Not really. He probably would have been a war anyways. I mean, she unleashed the power in the first place, so it would have happened anyways. He just wouldn't have had the physical form or whatever, or double its intensity. I don't know. What's next? What else did Solus do?
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
He said the word blight.
It's awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Took the nuclear option. All right. Yeah,
Solus
that's bad.
made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
Well, that explains why it was the stories about him walking to the Fade. How could he do that? I like him. No wonder he feels guilty. Yeah, he unleashed all this, and then for what? I mean, he made the Blight. Was the Titans worse than the Blight? I don't know.
No mystery
Thanks for
why
another
he
game.
wants to forget this.
As a mage, and apparently a scholar, Solus doubtless regrets destroying the minds of the Titans.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The Song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
He's a hypocrite. What about the Darkspawn? Can we fix the Blight? There we go. Let's go with a positive. Let's turn this into a useful discussion. Can we fix it?
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Oh, we have it too. Oh, great. Well, what's worse than all of this? World-ending Titans battle and whatnot. Let's look to see if there's any other conversations before we go down this morbid path. No, there's not. All right. Unlock those Solus' last morbid regret.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
He loved and blamed her. He needed to be right. And all that gets us... Well, I gotta say this. I lost it. I had it, I lost it. It has to do with, oh yeah, Solus being so melancholy and going back after it, and yet he's the one responsible for the Elvens losing their long lives, or eternal lives, which goes back to Origin and Inquisition. They bring it up twice in both, but not that he caused it. They said because they were living too close to humans. All his fault.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
That's true. Definitely thinks himself the hero. He's wrong but not evil? No, I think he's pretty evil. Just he doesn't understand why it's evil. He's smart, but we know him. Nope, none of that. That works for now. That's all we got.
That gives us something to start from. Algernon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now, but when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Well, I think we should probably do that before we talk to Solus, don't you think? Visitor in the crossroads, is that what we got? Let's see, visitor in the crossroads. The stone awaits. Yep, this is the one we're doing. 5 to 40. I am not at 40. Alright, we go to the crossroads. I really want that door open. Well, let's change the party a little. Yep, Harding works. A lot of health here. Use all of it. Travel. So we have a lot of lore and story now. Let's go see who this visitor is.
Well met, Rook.
Oh, God, more Morgan. She's as bad of a liar. It would be funny if it turns out that the Witch of the Wild is actually Solus's former love or connected to it. Because she's lived a while.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dread Wolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait. How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dread Wolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Maybe Morgan's that spirit? Witch of the Wild? Which might also have been her mother? Oh, this gets complicated. Ancient magic. Ancient elven magic or something about a spirit. Let's go with about a spirit.
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Well, that explains Morgan throughout the entire video game saga. So far, anyways. I could use your aid. How complicated will this get? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with how complicated will this get?
Assuming you are who you say you are, how much is a fourth elven god going to complicate things?
Only as much as you may allow.
You're an elven god. I don't think that's in my realm of specialty.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
Yeah, it's, what is that? Kind of like reading a book in your head? You got our memories, you can sift through them. Yeah. How you and Solus getting along?
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
What else you got? know, we kind of know how it happened, but we're gonna have her say it, but not now. Can you help against the gods?
Do you have information we can use against Gillinan or Elganon, or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillinan, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right.
Let's go with, yeah. How does this all happen?
So,
We've seen the story.
There's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Flemeth, I can remember the name.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Yep, sounds incredibly weird.
This isn't the strangest thing I've heard, but it's close.
'Tis difficult to describe, even now. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
I was wondering if she gained her mother's memories. Why aren't you Elven?
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
Alright, let's move on.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Yeah, what do you think of him?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
There you go.
I shall aid you in any way, but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
I'm gonna go with he's a self-pitying monster. Because I'm not sorry for him. He caused it, he did it himself, and he knew what he was doing. He's trying to help, but like I said, he thought he was helping, but he claims he was helping before, caused all this damage. And he's torn, but he doesn't know it. No, he knows it. He knows he's torn. So I'm going with he's a self-pitying monster.
Well, Solus killed the Titans, destroyed the ancient elves, and wants to ruin this world to bring back his old one. But he'll always make sure you hear just how sad he is about all the murder.
If that is how you see him, perhaps the Dread Wolf's words have not served as well as he might wish.
I'll say.
'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe this can end okay, right? Not alarming at all. I'll be ready. No. Right, not alarming at all.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
There are 2 Mythals? Oh, great. Could one be good and one be bad? It tends to be the split these days.
Another fragment of Mythal, in addition to the one inside you.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
She's not friendly. Survive the encounter. Works for me. I don't know if she's friendly. I mean, really, she knew what the damage was going to be when she took a physical form. So that would be bad, just because she was willing to sacrifice this blight for her own physical form. I'm going to go with survive the encounter.
All of that sounded
nice
great until survive the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
Well, that one is a good reason. Yeah, can you talk to her?
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly, but the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Oh, great. Yep. Angry. About types of spirits.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Right. Any suggestions?
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Alright, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dread Wolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
Do I want these two? Well, that's why that's here. Let's take a better look at what we got choices of. So, Baldur knows the gods. He would be better at fighting the gods. I think he'd be better to talk to them. Detonate and detonate. There's no health help there. I don't like my choices here. He's got a demon in him, so I'm thinking probably not him. Two detonates, not great. All right, let's go with these two. If we're gonna try talking to him, talking to a god, let's bring best shots we got at talking to a god. Killing the god is not the two I'd have picked. Well, I might have picked the one. There remains. Oh, great! Another boat. It's a boat. Let's take the boat.
The gods fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
Think we're gonna be sundered. Sundered completely.
Getting close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Oh boy. Trader's last word's kind of short. I'll read it. The stone nearby bears the grudge of Titan's claws. A message has been carved scantily into the ground with a broken tooth. Ow! They caused me treachery against Fanharal and cast me down from the heights. I protected my innocence then. I protect it now, crawling with my limbs shattered. Ouch. But there is no one to hear. Well, yeah. So I offer myself up for the execution that once most pleased the gods. May the name of Nell be cleansed with flame. Nahel? Nahel? Nahel. I assume it's Nahel. Nahel.
That has to be her.
Mythal herself. There's so much we could learn if... Do you think she might talk to us instead of attacking?
Guess we'll find out.
Oh, she's been standing there this whole time. I'm hoping she'll
You
want to
are
talk
Rook.
first.
I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am?
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here?
Permanent TV.
To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become? Or do you simply think yourself ready to fight a god?
I want your help. You're not going to help us. Yeah, I want your help.
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world and...
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
We saw Solas's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganan and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for wasting my time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
We must stop the gods. We are worthy. Yeah, I think these two lead to a fight, no matter what. We must stop the gods. We must stop the blight. Yeah, we must stop the blight.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
We know the truth about the blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solas defeated them.
And?
Well, she doesn't want to seem like she's wrong, so... Can't pick that one, blaming her. People will die. You stood against the blight. I'm gonna go with that one. You stood against the blight.
Stopping the blight mattered enough for you to talk with Solas even after he rebelled against you. It mattered enough for you to stand against the other gods.
And I was struck down for doing so, betrayed by those I had ruled beside for centuries.
You made the difficult choice to protect your home because it was the right thing to do. Help me do the same.
Not bad, but not enough. Let us speak of something else.
We are worthy. I'm not ready for that one yet. Let's, Solas is helping me. I think she'd be angry about that. But let's try it.
Solas is helping me.
Solas is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solas turned against me after all we had been to one another?
Respected him.
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solas didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elganan becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
If you wish to prove your worth, you must do better than that.
Okay. We must stop the gods.
You can't want Elganan and Gillenane to rule the world. Not after what they did to you.
I ruled alongside them for centuries. I bear them no love now, and they were ever flawed, as all rulers are. Yet the world needs rulers. So set the blight aside and tell me why I should help you topple them.
Put the blight aside? Yeah, that's a good question. Put the blight aside?
How am I supposed to just set the blight aside?
By making an argument not related to it, as I asked you to.
The blight is a core part of who they are. And I don't think you're in favor of it.
My patience wears thin. Choose your next words carefully. Why must I give myself over to you?
Guess he's gonna go with we are worthy, which I'm sure is gonna start a fight.
I am worthy of your help.
That is for me to judge.
I am fighting to protect this world.
Any petty tyrant can fight those who come to their land and claim to be protecting their people. I have seen rulers, human as you are, the mages of Tevinter, following in the Elven Empire's footsteps. They build nothing that does not serve them. Why should I believe you are any better? What is a protector to you?
Well, that's not going to give me the answer. Because I can't curtail her favor according to Morgan. Building a safe place. Killing monsters. Gonna go with killing monsters. Go with power.
A protector is someone who kills monsters so that the innocent are safe.
That is a child's fantasy of what a true protector should be.
It's not fantasy when those monsters are literally marching toward innocent people as we speak.
Your arguments are compelling. I find you worthy, Rook. I have spent thousands of years watching. I shall miss that. But if what I am can protect the innocent and smite the guilty, this is what remains of me. I give it to you freely. Use it to protect this world with kindness when possible and cunning when necessary.
I will. Thank you.
I offer one further boon. I cannot enter the physical world or the pure Fade, but in this place, I still carry some power. Evil has intruded here. The Blight, seeded by Elganon and Gillenane. Find it, and when you meet your greatest challenge, I will fly one last time.
The essence of a god.
Palinast.
Like a piece of the sun. I've never felt something so alive.
Well done. But we must find a purpose for this wonder.
The god knows her moment. At least her essence does. When the time comes, we'll be ready.
Well, got it without a fight. Let's see what this is. Ooh. It does no physical damage? That's fire damage and necrotic damage. Oh, I don't know. Let's equip it to at least see it.
We did it. We got Mythal's essence.
And we didn't even have to fight her.
Not sure what we do with it just yet, but if Morrigan's telling the truth, it will come in handy at some point.
Okay, it does no physical damage. Stats. Main hand does no damage. Okay, that's not good. That's not great. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Attack 20%. So, but it's a 0. So I would only survive on my abilities? Okay, I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't understand this weapon. So I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to go back to... I'm going to go back with this for now. I think that's my best weapon. What do we got here? The creator takes power. Let's go ahead and read that. That's not it, is it? In narrative, she's potent to the spur of the story, suffering first and most, and forced at the wish's tale untold. Heroes, promise of glory, the relic that claimed the prehistoric, or prehistory, when gods wrote decrees of becoming ascensions. There are fewer hands and first warnings of betrayal, the change that would eventually claim all. It's kind of interesting that these... Oh, wait, let's one more. Moon gems. Fate-bound gems, said to have rise down from a warning Satan? I don't know. The smaller moon. Facets cut by dying masters. Each reflects the path not taken. Okay, companion. She has 2 points. Let's I don't know which ones I'm using. Let's see. I think that one, enfeeble shot. Critical hit, precision. Critical hit and cooldown. Reduced by 20. Ooh, that's nice. But I think I want the health. Replenish. Low health heals increased by 50%. When used, gain 20 of your ultimate boat. Let's go with more health the better. Do I still want this one? Yeah, I think I do. Yep, let's just leave it where it is. Alright, well, we've gained a goddess. Now let's see if we can't find this chest. It's up there. How do I get up there? It's usually some end around way. Maybe over here. Not there. Could go up 2 blocks there, but that's not it. Oh. I'm guessing this was the battlefield we were supposed to fight on. Must be a heck of a battle. See if that goes anywhere. Where do you go? Ah, creator power. A medallion bearing the symbol of Mythal. Rings with the note of a song inscribed in spectral notation. Music that cannot be heard in this world. Okay. Well, it's just writing if it can't be heard in this world, isn't it? Not even writing, because... I mean, it's not heard till played. Well, at least I got the chest. Ooh. %20 damage versus enemy with low health. That does not help me much. Standard enemies are now always considered to have low health. Does not affect bosses. And defeat enemy grants 5%. Oops, wrong button. No, wait. Let it. leave the screen. There we go. Alright. So what is the other one I'm carrying? While flaming weapon is active, charge deals 5 damage in area around the target, but remove flaming weapon. I don't even understand that. So let's just go with oh, it's not. I thought it was a ring. Can only be used in the number 2 slot? What's going on here? It's just gone? Oh. Projectile damage, barrier. Oh, crap. We would lose barrier damage. Wow, wait a minute. Oh, can't go above 70%. That's not good. This is gonna help me against the big guys. Let's just stick with being able to kill the big guys too. What do we got here? Referendum for Mythal. Solus always thought Mythal would join us eventually, that she was better than the rest of the whatever. He made this place so she'd be comfortable here once she joined the rebellion. Now it's too late. Solus has sealed the place off out of grief. He won't let me in. I'm sorry, my friend. There's something left for the war to take from you after all. Ah. Well, he was going to use the gods were going to use Mythal against him. I like we could just walk out of her prison.
Ancient power twice recalled from darkness.
Alright, that looks like it for that. Did Morgan come back? Well, that would have been good if Morgan had. What does this say now? Investigate.
Striking the crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharp.
Fenhar's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elganon and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
The dagger must catch and amplify their influence here. Ingenious, really.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
Yeah, that would be bad if it worked both ways. Alright, we're going to stop here. Pick this up in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. You can help me out by hitting that like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Till the next time, you stay safe out there and Happy New Year. And I will see you in the next one. Later.